My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, peace be with you. This Gospel for the 25th Sunday of the Ordinary Time, Year C, is a peculiar story belonging to St. Luke. Just like the story of the prodigal son, this story is only narrated in the third Gospel. We know the story quite well, how the servant was dismissed by the master for having done things that were not in accordance to the mind of the owner. And this servant, pushed to the limits, tried his best to respond with sense, with prudence, and with wisdom. That which was a difficult situation became for this servant a situation to his own advantage. The Gospel describes this person as phronimos, a word that could mean wise, shrewd, cunning, but even prudent. This word is also used in the Gospel of St. Matthew, describing those people who listened to Jesus and acted on his words. And if we remember the story of the parable of the 10 virgins, 5 of which were called foolish, the other 5 were called prudent, or phronimos. The description, therefore, is given because this servant responded well to a difficult situation. Translating that one into the call to discipleship, this parable becomes an invitation to those who believed in Jesus Christ to respond with propriety, to respond with wisdom, to respond with prudence on the invitation and on the call that He has given to each one. No wonder then the second part of this Gospel reminds us of what these attitudes should be. That one should not be enslaved by material things. That one should also think that there is still more to life than what one can possess. And that one must serve the Lord with all his heart. No one can serve two masters. Either he despises the one and loves the other. Hence, the story of this unfaithful servant, the story of this dishonest servant, becomes a paragon of discipleship, not because of his dishonesty, but because of the proper response that he has given. We are supposed to do the same, to sit down, to take to heart this discipleship, this Christianity that we have embraced, to give it a serious thought, and to ask the question whether we have responded well to this invitation of the Lord. Just like this man in the parable, though at the beginning was despised by the master, nonetheless won at the end of the day his praise for giving a response that led to his own advantage. Christianity, and each one of us who are called to live out this discipleship, must give that response in accordance to our calling, in accordance to our vocation as people belonging to Jesus Christ. Let us therefore pray that our following of Christ may truly give a proper response wherever we are. In the face of this world that speaks of materialism, may our response be that of service, be that of simplicity, be that of our capacity to look at those who are weak and the lost. In the midst of the world that longs for lust, may our response be that of purity, of that single-heartedness in serving the Lord. Let us continue to pray so that our Eucharist may truly give us the wisdom so that we may learn how to give the proper response at the proper time in accordance to our vocation as disciples of the Lord. This is Father Ulrich of the Rogationist Fathers, wishing you the peace of the Lord.